Let me see, making sure that sound good. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. I appreciate everybody. I hope the weekend is well. Tell me about your weekend below, about the shenanigans. I know everybody was talking about the submersive all freaking week, so nobody even has to mention anything about that. And just a troubled week of weather here in Georgia for anybody that is a Georgia resident. It was no sunshine when she's gone all week last week. I don't know, maybe one pretty afternoon, but the rest of that week was iffy as we usher into summer down here. Before I even start up with the story, of course, like I said last week, how a mother is balancing life in the pursuit of dreams, an interview with actress Breyonna M. Thomas by Ajay Tambe. You can catch that on Spotify. The link will be directly in the about section below, of course, as you guys should already know. And I want to talk about Leave Me Alone, 93-year-old woman fighting developers that says, or who she says wants her home. Because as we all know, a lot of people, when they want that land, when they want to build up them little tiny 15, little in a little bitty box, little spots that you got to pay over $200,000 for, they'll move you out. They'll get you out of that space. Like, please don't be a house that's owned by like a housing authority or one of them. They'll turn their back on you and sell that property quick. It's only people like this woman right here and others that when you own it, like, nah, you can't just push me out because ain't nobody else going to come and tell me that I got to sell my house. So Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, she's fighting to keep her home that's been in her family since back as far as the Civil War. Josephine Wright told WSAV TV that developers are trying to force her to sell her land. Like I say, they're trying to get up in your face. A lawsuit by Bailey Point Investment Group names Wright and the property's co-owner and Wright's former daughter-in-law, Dolores Wright. WSAV said Bailey Point is developing land right behind her home. She refuses to sell her home, so they sued her. Well, what they're going to do is they served me improper papers, which caused me to have to get an attorney that would cost a lot of money, Wright said. However, they also claimed I encroached on their property that was next to mine. The company is saying they're trying to develop 27 acres of land around her property. Her granddaughter was saying that her grandmother wants some peace and quiet, and last year has not been that. Unknown to them, they just started tearing down trees, houses, shaking, said it was feeling like an earthquake over there for grandma. Probably was scaring the hell out of grandma. It didn't even have the decency to let us know when this was happening. But of course, in situations like that, they're not going to necessarily tell you that, because just like your property or whatever, you want to do what you want, they didn't necessarily have to tell. I remember when my grandmother was moving, before we could even get out the house, they already had the people coming out there with the little the devices trying to measure everything off and get pictures, because they already knew they were going to tear it down. They didn't care that we were moving. Like, it's already over for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, the total just don't care. I'm just doing my job, buddy. You know what I'm saying? That type of mentality when it comes to stuff like this, well, is my point on that. Bailey Points said that she's blocking their progress. The lawsuit is they filed a lawsuit saying parts of Wright's home are on their property and that they had a paperwork to prove it. So let's see what they bring up in court. And let's just see what they bring up in court. Let's see how it play out in court. They thought that they could harass this lady, but she got a big family too. What did it say? 40 grandchildren, 50 great grandchildren, and 16 great grandchildren. So grandma she's gonna be protected. She'll be just fine. But you can't harass this lady. I think that them starting a GoFundMe for her to help them keep her property just how she wants it and be undisturbed and help her in this journey. And guess what? Right here, finding justice for Hilton Head Island. This has been up before I even got to the story, and look what she's already got. And I think the story has only been out like a day. And look, and shout out to my dog. June 23rd. Shout out to my dog Kyrie Irvin, top donator right here. He always seemed to be on the right side. And y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are on this. This woman is dealing with, one of our elders dealing with developers. Like y'all already know, they bullies. They will bully you out of your house. They'll get you anyway. And now they gonna try to drain her out in court kind of way. But I think that she'll be able to come out on top of this, and hopefully we get some follow up on this story here. And let me know your thoughts. It's the N.y.a show as always, and I'll see y'all next time.